Welcome to Susie's Secret Recipes and Little Country Store. And so guys, today Richard's going to be out on the smoker smoking his sweet and spicy chicken breast. And it is so good. It's not too sweet and it's not too spicy. It's just right and very moist, and it tastes so good. You can definitely taste the smoky flavor, and we like that. And so while he's doing that, I'm going to get in the kitchen and I'm going to cut up some okra. Mom and I have been putting okra away this week, and I had a little bit left, and so I thought, why not cut it up and fry it? And so we don't have a lot of fried food, but every once in a while it tastes pretty good. And so I've decided to do that and to cut up some zucchini and some squash, yellow squash, onion from our garden, and then pour my homemade hot rotel over the top of it and let it simmer for a while, and it tastes really good. Now you can also put stewed tomatoes over the top instead of the hot rotel if you really don't want it to be real spicy, but we like spicy, so that's what I'm going to use. So guys, hang with me and we'll get this show on the road.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to do some cooking out on the smoker outside today. It's a hot day here in Oklahoma, like a lot of other surrounding states, but it's not too hot to not cook in the shade, so we're going to be smoking out there in the shade tree. And anyway, today we're going to do a sweet and spicy chicken breast that I make. And I've come up with a concoction of a lot of different ingredients from our dry rub. And so let's get going on it and get cooking. First thing you want to do is pat your chicken. Get everything dried off. Turn that over. This chicken breast was so big, I decided to cut it up in 2 pieces. Look how big that thing is. We get all that moisture off of it, and we're going to coat it with some olive oil. And the olive oil is going to make the dry rubs stick on it better. You got a little deal of olive oil, and I'm getting a little brush here, just like painting the house. Get in there and get the painting. Get all the edges, because you want that dry rub on there. Since this is cut, I'm doing the inside too. Now let's do the flip. Flip that one over. And then let me grab out that slip dude, and we'll flip that one over and do this one the same. Now let's do some more olive oil. This olive oil is going to also help when it's cooking out there to keep some of that moisture inside that meat instead of drying out so quick. We're done with the olive oil. Let's put on some of our special rubs that I've mixed up. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's my secret. I like to just pick it up and just put it on, and I'll rub it in here in a minute. Get that dude all covered up. Yeah, got a little hole there. Let's put some in there. There you go.
And I can vouch for this. It is very, very good. It's probably one of the best smoked chicken. Actually, it is the best smoked chicken breast that I have had.
Yeah, let's do the other. dump it all out here. And we'll work it around. Just don't forget about our ends. Ooh, stick some of that in there. And there you go, folks. Those are going to be setting for 15 minutes at room temperature to kind of let that dry rub soak into the chicken. And then we'll put that baby on the smoker and cook it. Alrighty, so while we're cooking our sweet and spicy chicken breast out on the smoker, I just throw in a little steak out there. We'll end up probably cutting it up for fajitas or something like that later on tomorrow or the next day. I figured while I had that smoker going, we might as well put a little more than just 3 pieces of chicken breast on there. So anyway, I'm just patting it dry. And again, we will get a different brush. I didn't want to use the same brush I used on my chicken, so I've got me another little brush. And I'm going to do it again. Rub some olive oil on there. Paint, paint, paint. Flip this thing over and we'll do it again here. I think this is going to make some good fajitas later on this week. Probably Monday. So, once we got it all olive oiled in, all I'm going to put on this steak is crushed black pepper and sea salt. And smoke it out there with a smoker and let that good smoke flavor get in there too. As you know,
like a lot of pepper.
I am a pepper-aholic. So let's get us some sea salt here. And that's another thing I like. Cover that good. We're going to flip it over and do the other side. Clean my hands off. Here we go. Okay. A little more sea salt on this side. Let that baby set for like 15 minutes, or these both chicken and the steak will go out on the smoker at the same time, and I'll keep them watch on them and get them cooked. We'll get with you later. Alrighty folks, we are out here at the smoker. It is so hot here in Oklahoma right now. It's got to be at least 109, 110 today. So that's why I pulled the smoker over here underneath the shade trees. And I've got the smoker going. And I tell you what, folks, the Bighorn pellet smoker grill, that is good stuff. It works really good for us. My son, Austin, he had one also. And I'll tell you, we've used them a bunch. So if you need a good, dependable smoker, Bighorn is the way to go. So anyway, let's get this chicken and this steak on here. Look at that, somebody threw in a jalapeno. I wonder who that would be. Let's put that pepper right there. Here we go. Look at that. Don't that look good? It's going to be at least 2 days worth of eating right there. Alrighty folks, we're going to let this stuff cook, and when it gets down to 160 in the middle of the chicken breast, that's when I know it's going to be good for us. But if you need to cook it a little bit longer, you can to your specifications. So anyway, when it gets to 160 in the middle, we'll take this stuff off and I'll show it to you what it looks like. I tell you folks, while we're out here in this heat, but we're in a good shade, so it's not bad. It can be tolerable. I want to show you some of my wife's green thumbs. She does succulents. She loves succulents. Oh, there's my electric eye over there. Don't look at that, folks. But anyway, she loves to do this succulents, and I tell you what, it is some pretty stuff. Get a close look at that stuff. Look at these blossoms, the reds and the yellows, and this little cactus down here. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's time to check on the meat. I've already temped it. It's up to 165, which is actually really good. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and raise it again, look at it, show you folks what it looks like. The steak is done. It looks like my jalapeno is getting cooked also.
Look at that chicken. Yum.
Yes, I'm going to pull this steak over to the side a little ways. And we made up some, it's a sweet and sour sauce, kind of baste this chicken breast with, and then let it cook for a few more minutes. Then we'll flip it and do it the other side for a few more minutes, and we'll pull it off. Oh, that's going to be good. Hear that sizzle?
Yeah.
Ooh. And let her go for a few more minutes. All right, folks, let's go ahead and flip our chicken and baste the other side with our sweet and sour sauce. Man, that's looking good. Whew. Let me tell you, mouth is watering already.
I can already taste it.
I used to do lots of cooking. Every once in a while, I'll spare this little lady here and I'll do the cooking, and that way she don't have to do it all the time.
And I do appreciate it. And so while we're waiting on the chicken to get done, I decided to go ahead and fry some okra. We had some fresh okra, and it needed to be something done with it, and I wasn't going to be canning it, so I decided just to fry it. We don't have fried okra very often. We're not big on fried food, but it was really, really good. And I went ahead and cut up some squash and zucchini and onion. We had some fresh from the garden, and I used my homemade hot rotel and put it on top of it and just let it simmer for a while. And it tasted really, really good. And that's really, really healthy for you. Okra, maybe not so much, but it tasted good anyway. That was some fresh tomatoes.
Alrighty, folks, we got it ready now. The other side basted, and it's been about 4 or 5 minutes on it. So let's go ahead and pull these things off. Oh, look at that pepper. I don't know who in the world wouldn't like that pepper.
It was good.
Jalapenos.
You should have fixed another one for me, but that's okay.
Jalapenos are my favorite pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Yum.
Goodness sakes. And there's some good old looking steak. Gonna be some good fajitas come out of that. That's it today, folks. We're gonna go bring this in the house and we're gonna have supper tonight. So we'll talk to you later.
And so guys, if you liked the video today, then please give me a thumbs up and put it in the comments. And I want to personally thank each and every one of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I had set me some goals when I started my YouTube channel back in October of 2021. And I wanted to be monetized and hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of August. And so guys, thanks to you, I became monetized in May, at the end of May, and I reached my 5,000 subscribers by the end of July. And so that was earlier than what I expected, and I greatly appreciate it, and thank you again. And so I've set myself some goals, you know, that I want to achieve by the end of October. And so help me out. If you haven't subscribed, then please do so. I appreciate it. Otherwise, guys, I will see you next Monday for an episode of Monday Motivation at 7 o'clock a.m. Central Time. And then next Wednesday for an episode of Susie's Secret Recipes at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Happy trails.